What is going on, guys? It is Hunter here. Welcome back to another banger of today's video. As y'all can see, I have my bike right here because I went for a beautiful bike ride today. I'm enjoying the last bit of sunlight before it goes dark at 5 p.m. because daylight savings is activated and it's November. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. The reason why you're watching this is because, you know, this is more like a vent kind of video, you feel me? And sometimes, you know, you're gonna have momentum in life. You know what I mean? You're gonna have the momentum where you're going, you know, you're working on your passions, you know, content creation, your career, you know, this and that, right? You keep going and going and going. And then it just hits at a stopping point where your brain starts to feel like, I am tired. I am working overtime for your ass to make sure that you're executing the actions that you need to execute. But the problem with that is because your brain is so burnt out that it starts leading you to making irrational decisions. And that's why I decided to make this video. This video is a video for me, and this video is a video for anybody that is in this situation of constant fatigue, constant burnout, and why that is and how you can fix it, right? So the reason why is because of our phones that I'm using to record, obviously, but this is part of it because 9 times out of 10 you're either on social media, YouTube, you name it, right? Basically overstimulating yourself, and that doesn't help the fact that you're consuming all these things. You're consuming music, you're consuming all this information, you know, like educational videos or like just consuming content in general and not really putting out content. That also leads to burnout as well, because your brain's trying to overload and process information. And then on top of that, if you're going to a job that is high demanding, high performing, any job that you work that, you know, adds more stress, you know what I mean? So that's why I decided to come out here today, come to this park, or I mean, it's kind of near school, but like come out here, just be outside and just dump, you know, this is like a digital journal as well. You too, you got to view this. Your page, your channel is this. I also want to give a big shout out to all the new subscribers that we have gained. We're at 163 subs, so thank you so much for showing the love and support on my previous video, and I'm going to have it linked in the description down below to any new viewer that comes across my channel and wants to watch that financial advice, because it's pretty good advice. It's straightforward. It's advice for myself and advice for you guys, right? So here are some solutions I can give you to overcome brain fatigue. One of them, for sure, is to come outside, bro. Like, this is the first one. Go for a bike ride. You know what I mean? Go for a walk. Do your best not to bring your phone. You know what I mean? Like, no music, no nothing. Just walk outside, enjoy life. You can people watch. You can just enjoy life for what it is. Because a good chunk of our time, I'll admit this, and y'all got to admit this too, we're on our phones a good chunk of the day. 9 times out of 10, you're probably pulling out your phone like 100 to 200 times a day. You know what I mean? I didn't say no scientific research on that. That's just my guesstimate. Like at least 100 to 200 times a day, an average person pulls out their phone. You know what I mean? Because you need something stimulating. You need something to keep you like entertained, right? But I'm realizing that coming outside for walks or just embracing boredom is kind of the best way to detox your brain and have it to a relaxed state. Another solution I can definitely give you for avoiding burnout is having deep rest. Really good sleep, guys. Sleep is something that I had a hard time with. You know, it doesn't help when you have to rely on melatonin, because your body is supposed to naturally generate melatonin, not have an external source of melatonin. Because I even know with that, if you depend on that too much, you know, you're gonna have a hard time sleeping. It does help in certain circumstances, you know what I mean? But given that my schedule is like pretty much swing, I have to either figure out like a new trading window to trade in or that, you know. And I also want to add that too, you know. On top of that, I'm learning trading. So it's like all this stuff kind of led me to having fatigue and burnout. And yeah, like I said, that is the other solution I can give you, is having deep rest, bro. Have some good sleep. We're supposed to be sleeping at least 7 to 9 hours per night. That's where we're supposed to be sleeping. But knowing that a lot of you, including myself, tend to watch videos to make you fall asleep, it's like I've tried something different, you know. It's like I've tried reading a book or just going straight to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, it's better than being on your screens, because the screens illuminate blue light, which causes you to keep up, and then you're going to feel really drowsy and tired the next day and leave you on a negative mental. Another thing to overcome fatigue is to shift your mindset. Once your brain is cleared out of all that toxicity that was happening, you know, whatever given events that weren't in your control, is you need a detox, right? You need to flush out all that stuff, and you need to shift your mindset and have positive thinking. You know what? Those things, those mistakes happen for a reason. Everything in life happens for a reason. It's a wake-up call to let you know that you need to get your stuff together. And I've said this in every video. Also a wake-up call to do better. Be 1% better every day. The flaws and mistakes are pointed out for a reason when people give you constructive criticism. You know what I mean? And you rather hear from like people that are close to you, you know what I mean, that actually care to support you. Even people that are on your YouTube channel. Sometimes the constructive criticism from your viewers helps too to improve your channel. Nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, those are pretty much the brain fatigue solutions I can think of. Let me see if I can think of one more before we end the video on a good note. The last thing I'll leave you with, guys, is prioritize your peace. Prioritize having peace in your life, okay? Maybe it's just me being an introverted person, you know, like, because, I mean, I can be around people. I can talk when I need to talk, spoke when you're spoken to, you know, that's the rule of thumb. But I like being by myself, and I'm pretty sure y'all are the same way. But prioritize having peace, all right? That's what you need in order to overcome fatigue. Read a book, you know what I'm saying? Watch a funny video, you know what I'm saying? Socialize with a friend. That helps too. Socializing with people, that's what we're meant to do. That's what God had us do. But living in the day and age that we in, we're all distant. And I hope we can connect together via this channel. So I'm going to end the video here, guys. I hope these solutions help out. Hope I didn't ramble on too long. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. See you later.